Alright, well, rather than take a chance to try and let some stupid website do something funky to my computer, I just decided, well, you know what, I don't really need Windows, and I need to try and start using Linux more. Um, my only real reason to be using Windows is actually for programs that only operate on Windows, like SDR Uno. So I need to start getting off of the Windows kick. It's convenient, it's great, but they're gonna, you know, the support for 10 is going to be kind of interesting. I mean, I don't want to. I know the enterprise is out there. I really want to get away from Windows. It just it's it's uh, it's not good to continue to use. And MX Linux is pretty cool. So let's see what we need to do here to get this one to work. Just click enter. It should run pretty quick on this machine too. So I wasn't sure if it was on this one or not because I tried to plug it into the Windows machine. It didn't show anything at all. Anyway, if you catch the other video, you'll see what happened. I was comparing the Core i5 3230 to the AMD quad-core computer that I have. And I was reading the specs, and all of a sudden, something was running on that page. I could see it because it was like an ad in the side. And it suddenly tried to do something goofy. Okay, user demo, password demo, super user root, password root. Okay. Alright. Let's just go ahead and install this. I mean, as much as I would love to run Windows, there's just too much bloat. I mean, and they're collecting your data and doing all this other BS and stuff. And I got to get my main computer off of Windows too. I've been using Ubuntu mostly, but I'm not a big fan of how Ubuntu really looks. It or operates really kind of. So that's kind of why I've been trying other Linux distros. But this is one of my favorites right here, this MX Linux. So I don't know why it wants to check my media. It didn't do this last time I installed it. I think maybe I clicked the wrong thing. What's kind of cool about this one, it gives me the time, the date. It's of course totally wrong though. I think the BIOS battery in this thing is no good. Which unfortunately I think is like a soldered in type of deal. Oh, come on. I don't want to check it. Yes. I didn't even realize I could escape. Okay. Next. A regular install. Use entire disk. Next. Start. Let's see what we do. Computer. MXDell. MXDell. Alright. Let's see what we do here. We don't want New York. We need Phoenix. Okay. I need to turn my internet on too. See if maybe it'll correct the time. 13:57. That would be, yeah. Okay. Alright, we gotta do a password. So there's the option to have a default user account and then a root account. And I don't know, people say you're supposed to do both. We'll go ahead and do both. I think we do auto login. I thought there was a way to like just have no password except for when you need to do root things. I'm not sure. Wonder what happens if I just erase these. Okay, I've erased those. Let's see what happens. Okay. I'm not gonna leave them blank because when I've done that once before and then I couldn't get into something. Alright, so now it's installing Grub and updating something. So it sits there and tells me hard drive percentage, memory percentage, CPU percentage. It's really very sleek. I think it's just nice and simple. It doesn't quite have like the App Store kind of feel that Ubuntu has, but I can always put Ubuntu on this. This is just what I have on the stick right now. And I just wanted to wipe out that copy of Windows just because. And I was playing around with it. That was a copy of Windows Education. Usually the first thing I do before I browse the internet or anything is I install Firefox and all the add-ons, ad blockers and things like that. And I didn't do that on this one. And that's what happened. Click the finish. Okay. See how quick it boots. Let's see. Should be pretty fast. We're waiting for that. Okay. I probably should have pulled the installation media out too. Oh yeah, we were never hooked to the internet anyways because I didn't give it a password. Okay, close. Alright. See. So it tells me you have no battery. We know that. It's somehow adjusted the time. Is that kind of weird or what? It's not hooked to the internet. And it had both the times wrong. I don't know how it would have got the correct yeah, I don't know how it would have got the correct information. I got it somehow. This has got really slow Wi-Fi. None of my 5G stuff showing up. I don't want to connect to that. Yeah, my other ones that are 5G aren't on here. Interesting. So it looks like it only has it's got limited support on the Wi-Fi. I don't know that that's got anything to do with the computer actually, because I'm pretty sure that this thing was connected to the 5G 5 gigahertz network, not 2.4 on Windows. Anyway, we'll try this one out for a little while and see how it does. So that's my response to something trying to install on my computer. I just wipe it, put Linux on it. Who knows? Maybe that's not a very good way to do it.